welcome to Cooking with Albert. I'm going to show you some rice cakes you can be making at home. This is pure rice cake, whether I want to call it abolo or I want to call it a rice cakes. This is pretty much rice cakes or rice dumpling recipes you can actually try at home. And I'm going to show you 3 good ways to make this. You can make it in your air fryer, you can make it in your microwave, you can make it on your burner, you can make it, yes, however you want to go about it. These are 3 techniques to go about it. So I begin by making my rice flour, which is simple, by blending the rice into flour. Yes, your home mill or your home blender can do that for you. Then I separate this into 2 parts. Yes, I separated this into 2 parts, and then I just placed one aside. I placed one into a bowl, and I realized if I do all the, like, how do you call it? You can decide to do the rice into 3 parts. Use 1 part for the porridge and then mix with the dried for the rest. That can also give you like good results as well. That will make it less mushy if you don't want it mushy in there. So I used hot water because I wanted this to double up quickly and cook up quickly. I didn't want to cook this over the stove or over the fire to actually give it too much like stickiness in there. Then I placed that aside for it to cool and settle down. Once this was done, yes, because like I didn't mix it with the, how do you call it, the whisk, it didn't come out too smooth. So I tried to just blend it to get it very, very smooth. Please check your water usage, because if it's too watery, when you start mixing it, you're going to have issues. You're going to have very runny kind of stuff. So please check the water usage as well. So I placed the sugar with yeast, mixed it with a bit of water. Then I poured that into the mixture in there as well. So this is like my wet base kind of mixture. I'm now going to add in my baking powder and then my spice, yes, my pastry spice in there as well. So once that goes in, I'm now coming to add in the dried rice meal, which I just did, the rice flour, which I just did. The grittiness is good for you. That is going to help give it some sort of texture in there as well. I'm going to cover this and then let this actually ferment up or yeast up, or like a bit too. So you get that air particles or air spaces coming in, and that is what you really want. So this is very much runny, and that is if you don't want it to be too tough, yes, but you can add in more rice and flour in there. Like I said, if you don't want it to be mushy, just divide your rice into 3. Do 1 part for the liquid base, and then the 2 parts will go in as a dried base. That will give you good textured rice cakes as well. So I pour this into my air fryer cake mold, or silicone for cakes. Then I just place it in like cupcakes kind of vibes. Then that went in. I also had the flat air fryer pan, which I poured some in. This is what I rolled out and you saw earlier on. So I also baked some in this, and then I had some in the bucket, which is like a full heavy air fry kind of rice cake recipe. And like I said, you can decide to use more rice flour to get it less cakey in there too. So this you have to just bake for your cake function, which is 170 degrees for 20 minutes, which should cook through, yes. And then you can take this off and then take it out of the molds, yes. And the pan one, you just put it in and you let it also bake for the same 20 minutes, 170 degrees, which is a cake function, and that is also going to give you your required kind of bake in there. So when I moved it, I realized the base was very soft, it was nice, but I like it kind of brown. So once the pan one was done, after the 20 minutes, I took it out. Then I placed this ones into it to also get the base to brown up. I like kind of browned vibe, so I placed that in as well. Then the last one that went in was the one in the cake pan, but a very big heavy one that also went in. For that, I had to do it for 40 minutes. Yes, not 20 minutes. Then I did one also in the microwave, which I gave 10 minutes to actually finish up. So I covered one and I left one open to see which was going to get out better. So I realized that when you make it in the microwave, it's better you don't cover it up. Yes, it's going to take out all the water and stuff, give you a very neat kind of vibe. So for this, you just need your glass bowls, which I oiled a little bit with coconut oil so that it doesn't stick into it and becomes easy for me to remove once I'm done. Then obviously I place it into the microwave for 10 minutes, and that was all that I actually would needed. And this was very much hot when I was taking it out, so I just had to let it cool down. Then I used my spatula to help me remove it. And this is also beautiful rice cakes made in the microwave, just that this ones can be a little bit should I say gummy. Yes, a little bit gummy. So yes, this is the pros and cons when you make it in the microwave. Don't cover it up. There's no need for you to cover it up. You won't get very nice kind of look. So just leave it open. It's going to form beautifully for you in the microwave. And I serve this with, of course, some good meat and then some pepper sauce as well. Yes, so you can enjoy this any time of the day. Do share to others, do subscribe, do like, and most important, so I meet you in the next episode. Do make sure that you live life to the fullest. You be joyous, you be merry, and try this rice cake recipe out. You definitely like it as well. So for me and my team here, yes, eat healthy and make sure that in everything you're eating is well fortified. Make sure that you are being joyous as well. Lots of love from my team and I. Mwah.